from Consciousful Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel and clicking on this video. Today's video is going to be a tarot love reading for the collective, how your person's thinking and feeling, and what they want to tell you. Okay, so I am in a new state right now. I am kind of on vacation, but I'm still working. I'm just taking a break from social media. So thank you so much for everyone that is subscribed and stays watching my videos. Let's go ahead and get it started. Okay, so currently, the way your person is thinking and feeling is that they're actually at a space where they're wanting to come out of being emotionally unavailable. They feel very fearful at this moment because there's a lot of uncertainty that they're dealing with, and there's a new role that they have to embark in. A new role meaning a new set of behaviors, a new way of approaching and communicating with you. This is causing them a lot of triggering, which is making them take a good look at what they have done in the past with you, especially when it comes to how they have behaved, the amount of mistakes that they have made, the things that they're still holding on to that contributed to a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors. They're really looking at everything that they have harvested with you and really realizing that they actually have dragged on certain issues from the past that didn't need to be continued to be dragged on. And they're realizing that it was due to a potential trauma that they have, a potential emotional wound that they have that makes them non-committal or emotionally unavailable to you. And it seems as though at this moment they realize that they fear this connection being over for good. They have a lot of abandonment wounds that led for them to respond out of their trauma. They're realizing that their fear of intimacy with you and their fear of actually trusting this connection has actually brought them into this roller coaster of emotions that has resulted in them feeling wounded and extremely deceptive. They feel deceptive because they feel that they haven't acted in accordance to what they truly want. They have acted in accordance to their trauma, to their deep-seated wounds, to their comfort zone, and they could have chosen a certain behavior or a certain path that was suited or that benefited their trauma, and they're realizing that. They're realizing that their emotional unavailability and their fear of abandonment and fear of intimacy led them to actually be counterproductive in this connection. And they could have stayed bonded to their temptation, right? They're definitely a victim of their dark side, of their shadow, of their negativity, of their wounded conditioning. They're a victim of temptation and addictions and their fears. And it took them a while to really free themselves from this. And divine, in a way, needed them for them to learn a valuable lesson regarding love and regarding what it is that family actually means to them, what it is that loyalty actually means to them, what it is that love actually means to them. How do they define love? And how their behavior has contributed to them actually not being in alignment with their beliefs about how they feel about you. So this was part of the soul contract. I'm seeing your person is beginning to understand as well that there may be a deeper meaning behind this connection, especially regarding the way that they actually can feel you from a distance. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of you guys probably are not in communication, and you guys are really having strong telepathy. I'm seeing a lot of you guys dreaming about each other, but you guys have this multi-dimensional connection where you could actually read each other's minds or literally connect through space and time. So your person's understanding the bigger picture as to why they jeopardized this connection, or how they actually ended up sabotaging the connection. And they realized that this behavior led them to actually attract people, places, things, situations that kept them trapped, that kept them bonded, that kept them addicted to certain cycles. It's like divine needed them to go through a certain cycle so they can find themselves, find why they kept operating out of trauma, out of their wounds, as to why they weren't letting go of their old way of being, so they could actually embody a new way of being. So divine needed them to go through a cycle. It could be 4 months for some of you guys. Your person was meant to end a certain cycle 4 months ago. Or I'm seeing like in the full moon in Capricorn, which was like kind of like, I think it was July or June. And it's like now that it's like this time has passed in Mercury retrograde in Virgo season, divine is actually really forcing your person to surrender. So this means taking a good look at what's going on in their life, taking a good look at how they feel about you, being forced into isolation to actually have a sense of direction and perspective. They're seeking reassurance right now. Some of your people could either be getting tarot readings or doing tarot because they don't want to let you go. They're scared of losing you. They're missing you a lot, and they're willing to make several sacrifices to get to a space where they overcome their doubts, their inadequacy, their jealousy, their fear of confronting you, right? The fear of being honest, raw, authentic. But they're at a space where they're very devoted. They're conquering themselves. They're conquering the shadow that took a long time to conquer. But now they're realizing that they were involved in bondages and addictions and low vibrational reality, fake love, substance abuse, stagnation, limited beliefs, old conditioning, right? Distorted thoughts, victimization. And now they're at a space where they don't want to play games. They don't want to feel as though they have to chase you or anything. They want to surrender games as well. I'm picking up. Your person is also at a space where they're actually becoming aware of everything that's happening, right? Getting really enlightened on this, but then also really working towards manifesting a new cycle with you. They're transitioning from a lot of their limited beliefs. They're also potentially battling with other people to potentially leave some sort of like mind game potentially with other people, fear of society, fear of what other people think. But there's a major emphasis on them potentially needing to regain control over their own lives, and it could be that other people have control over them. So they're needing to release that, needing to release getting intimidated by other people as well, right? Harnessing their own light, harnessing their own power, stepping into a space where they actually follow their bliss, and they see that with you there is a deeper meaning behind this connection. They actually see themselves marrying you, and they're being propelled to enter this new phase because the doors are opening. It's still going to take some time, I'm seeing, but they're transitioning, which is good. And they're very needy of you. They don't want to let you go. They see you as someone that's very inspirational, extremely sexy, right? Very confident, very radiant. I'm picking up you're just someone that really gives them purpose. You give them light. You're like Superwoman to them, you know? And right now they're changing their perspective, right? They're easing the disharmony within them, that disharmony though that stemmed from the deep conditioning and the wounds and how they project certain wounds onto you, that's being eased. That excessive mental clashing with their head and their heart is being eased, and they're literally tuning in and broadcasting love, and as they resonate with this love, they actually are able to love you because your person has been operating in such a low frequency for so long that they aren't able to receive your love. There's a reason why there was literally a blockage here. They're unable to get to their destiny with you because they were blocking themselves and they didn't realize it. So now they're releasing the blockages, they're surrendering, right? And this is part of this is part of what Spirit is orchestrating too. This is all about divine timing. Spirit knows best, right? So they're now surrendering the blockages, surrendering the fights, and they're coming in and they're getting really confident, because I'm seeing a lot of yellow. So they're really activating their solar plexus, their voice. They have a purpose with you. They don't want to be in that struggle anymore. They don't want to have these power games. They want to be at a space where they're true, they're authentic, and they're proud. And I'm seeing Archangel Michael really helping them ease any fear. I'm feeling a lot of them have a lot of shame because what they want to tell you, but they're not telling you right now, is that they feel ashamed. They feel a lot of apathy because they know that you may perceive them as a traitor. Okay? They know that they could have refused your love at one point. Okay? And chosen potentially other people's attention on another person. Oh, you guys saw that yellow butterfly. They could have chosen, they were inauthentic to you, you know? They definitely were choosing other people. They chose other people, other offers. They couldn't really see your love because, like I said, your person's vibrating in a low frequency. They're not able to be an energetic match to love because they're operating in something else. They're operating in a lower frequency, in hatred, in pain, and fear, in judgment, and that low frequency doesn't give them the ability to receive your offer. So of course they're going to, you know, cause you pain. But in fact, like, this person as well, like, this is part of the spiritual contract for you guys. This person was only reflecting back to you what was happening within you. This person refusing your love offer, refusing to actually have a breakthrough with you and see you for who you were, and not for the mistakes or not project their wounds onto you. Instead of that, they were literally reflecting back to you what was happening within you. So the reason why they betrayed you, right? The reason why they denied you, the reason why they could have chosen other people over you, or left this connection behind, neglected it, avoided it, right? They were dismissive avoidant, conflict avoidant, etc. The reason why is because you were in a way rejecting your own purpose. You were rejecting your vitality. You were not accepting to enter a new phase in your life where you are the star, where you are the light, where you are beaming in your vitality. So your person, in a way, was just a mirror to what was happening within you. And they want to say that they're sorry, that they're really sorry for potentially cheating on you or putting you in a third-party situation or lying and breaking your heart and hurting you and just making you feel unwanted and unloved. They realize that they shouldn't have done that. They betrayed you, the ultimate betrayal. And now they're seeing a lot. They're missing you a lot. They're having a breakthrough. They know that you are their sunshine. They know that you are someone that they could have a child with, a legacy with. You know, they're in a lot of heartbreak. They're in a lot of regret. And what they want to say, but they're not saying, is that it has been revealed to them that they have been under some sort of misconception about you, about their life, about who they are. I mean, literally, this is someone that appears to now have completely rediscovered themselves, have seen beyond their own deception and their own shadow. They are now enlightened about why they chose a certain path, why they couldn't devote themselves to you, why they ran, why they chose someone else. It has been revealed to them. And this is a blessing in disguise, but now they realize that they have the free will to choose to end the conflict with you and the mind games and being in a sense of struggle or adversity, because they also manifested adversity for themselves, not choosing the path that was in alignment with their destiny. So now they're seeing the valuable lesson that was meant to be learned here, and that was to foster empathy and to foster a higher level of being, because he went from the King of Wands to the Emperor. So now your person is now more in control of self, now identifies self as someone that is a manifester of their own reality, in control, not their shadow or their wounds in control, but themselves are in control. And now they're going to be choosing to complete a cycle and come towards you, compromise, start something new, not allow themselves to get defeated by their shame or their remorseful energy. So they're coming in, guys. I am seeing them being at a space where they're preparing. This is part of your guys' destiny. Some of you guys getting married. Some of you guys are soulmates. Some of you guys are twin flames. And right now, it's a major end of an era. They also want to say, last but not least, that they love you so much. They're really sorry. They have a lot of passion for you. A lot of them can be wanting you sexually, because they can be isolated in their own little cave and thinking about how happy you make them, thinking about how happy they're going to be when they make peace with you. And this is actually bringing a lot of happiness into their life. Just the thought of you gives them a lot of euphoria, I'm seeing. And they're just wanting to be back on track with you. They're doing the shadow work, and they're getting out of any isolation, and they're problem solving. They're ready to make harmony, and they want to come in lightheartedly. They want to come in with a peace offer, and they're definitely done with their old ways. It seems as though they're done. They have outgrown this low frequency. They're outgrowing it, and they're being honest with themselves about what has been revealed about their character and about the path that they chose, and how they actually want to align themselves with co-creating a future with you. Some of you guys will have children, and there's a major emphasis on that. So if you want a personal reading, go ahead and click on the link in the description below. I can give you a detailed reading on you and your person. I could also do a love Reiki healing, or you could also just purchase the sound healing or guided meditation to manifest and enhance love. Go ahead and check me out on Instagram, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, star friends.